Hello everyone, this is Blue Thunder Fan Racing, and this is the INORL UPS Truck Series. Today we are under the lights here at Darlington, the Lady in Black 40 Mobile 1250. Who's going to take the win here today at the track that's too tough to tame? On the pole, we have Emil Navarrete in the 32, looking to gain points to the championship, and on his outside is Daniel Day in the 68. Row number 2 has Edward Miller and Tyler Young. Third row has points contender Mason Wood and Kyle Sanoski. Row 4 has another title contender in Mason Wood. Row 4 has another title contender in John Cedino and Saya Sumi, who won last week in the bizarre event at Connecticut. And around the top 10 is Jeffrey Finguy and another title contender in Curtis Rundas. And here's the rest of the starting lineup. There's a points leader, Skyla Johnson, there in the 42. She's starting a little bit ways back. She has an 8-point lead. I don't remember. I think it was over Curtis Rundas. Not sure though. Well, let's get those engines fired up. Go racing at the track that's too tough to tame. Navarrete leading us to the green here at Darlington for 56 laps under the lights. Pace car is in. Who's gonna win here tonight? And we're green. We're rocking at Darlington. Oh, Daniel Day was actually able to block Edward Miller in the first turn. I mean, that's one of the first times I've ever really seen the second place driver block hold on to second in the first two corners. In fact, Daniel Day is going for a lead. Uh-oh. Oh, we got problems already, though. Marshall gets turned around. Is that a caution? I think that it would be. Yes, it is. For a moment, I was hopeful that it wasn't, but now we're going to have ourselves a caution here. But we're going to race it back to the yellow flag. As Mason Wood is trying to gain ground in the championship. He's making a move for the lead as Edward Miller and Daniel Day are side by side, and we got more problems. Asumi goes around. The Connecticut winner. And Seth Cole's running problems too. And Skyla Johnson, the points leader. This is not what she needed. But she's running the problems. First caution's out. We're going to need to take a look at what happened here. Oh, and Asumi's in the pit lane with heavy damage. Looks like there's some more serious stuff going on than what I first thought. We're gonna skip the Darlington incident because that was just a standard single car spin, but this starts in the same way as that. Tyler Young slides up free wide at a wall. Asumi gets into him, and she's gonna go down into Skyla Johnson. That was a racing incident there, but now the two cars are gonna go down the track and watch this. Johnson slams into a one, flips her over, and that's how Johnson got her damage. Not exactly that serious, actually. Also, I said Seth Cole had gone around, but I mistook that for $10. First caution's out. Let's get back to green. We're going back to green on lap number 7 of 56. No drivers are out of race as all last incident. Saya Asumi is back on the track, albeit one lap down. Look at that. The top's a little bent up, but she's still on course. You just look at your running order. After pit stops, Daniel Day is the leader. Second is John Sedino. Third is Edward Miller. Fourth is Mason Wood. Fifth is Jeffrey Finguy. Sixth is Henry Sanford. Seventh is Darren Gale. Eighth is Kyle Sinoski. Ninth is Luke Walker. And 10th is Curtis Rendez. 11th is Emil Navarrete. 12th is Connor Smith. 13th is Joshua Michaels. 14th is Ozzie Bowe. 15th is Kurt Mason. 16th Chris Washer. 17th Chris Rickenbaugh. 18th Hayden Klein. 19th William Duncan. And Gene Sanford rounds out the top 20. Daniel Day, he hasn't been around for too long. Replaced Colin Bartel, but here he is. He's running pretty well, I'd say. But Saya Sumi has to be disappointed with her performance so far. And it's probably not going to get much better because that car is probably seriously damaged. Yeah, there we go. It's too bad she won. She won in a very strong fashion last week at Connecticut. But not nearly successful today. Johnson does not have a front end on that truck. She's going to be very slow as well. This is a good chance for her points rivals to gain ground in the championship. They need a good run. Mason Wood and John Sedino are trying to take advantage of that, but Miller, oh boy, Sedino's hit the wall. No wreck though. Gonna lose a lot of spots, however. And now Mason Wood's been challenged by Jeffrey Finguy, who just came off his first IndyCar Series win, as first points win in any of the free series. But he still wants that truck win. He's been really close to it these past few weeks. Could this be the one? We'll have to see. But Edward Miller, a more recent rookie in that 98, he's trying. Miller is out here, and he's going to try and fill the void that was left by Stephen Calvin after his fatal crash at Massachusetts last year. The scary thing is that I believe we might be heading to Massachusetts next week, that very same track, but I'm not sure. I think so, however. I got a bit of a lead pack here. Top 15 have broken away from the rest of the field. And now the top 8 are starting to break away from the rest of this pack. Finguy's taking the lead now, but he's got company from Henry Sanford. Finguy will lead that lap and get some bonus points though. Sanford gives him a bump, and Henry Sanford moves right on past to take the lead. And there's Darren Gale. Gale didn't start the season very well, but he's been doing pretty well as of late. He's looking to have a good run here today. Going for the lead underneath Sanford. I think Sanford's going to get the bonus points. Yes, he will. But looking on back, Skylar Johnson is making some passes with the help of Asumi. So I saw the pace lights on there for a moment. Working for the field here. There's Henry Nova. He's in a championship hunt, so he's just recently put himself in a title hunt, so this is not good for him. He really needs a better run than this in order to stay in the hunt for the championship. William Duncan's also in the title championship battle. He needs to pick up the pace. He's running in 19th right now. But John Sedino and Mason Wood are looking set to gain a lot of points so far tonight. But we'll have to see how the rest of this race goes. There's still a long way to go. Oh, and Curtis Rendez as well. Rendez has been flirting with that top points position all season long. We'll have to see what he can do in the championship battle, as As we're getting closer and closer to the season finale, after this race, there will be, I believe, 7 races left, including the championship round. Yes, including championship round. After this race, there will be 7 rounds left. So now's the time to make your move in a championship hunt. As we have, this is a 15-car lead pack still. Kurt Mason's trying to take the lead now. Kurt Mason has done pretty much nothing since he stepped into that truck. Buddy's gonna try to take the lead right now. Can he lead this lap? No, because he lost all of his drafting help. And he lost all of his drafting help. What's saying? Oh, contact! Mason gets into the 68, and he's gonna take the lead now, but he's got to look out for Mason Wood, who's right behind him. Oh, wait, who's that? It's Ayasumi. Yes, it is, and boy, she is slow. About 15 miles an hour off the pace. Here comes Mason. Mason's trying to get the lead. Can't quite get it done there, though. But here comes Asumi. Mason, like the two Masons, are dive down low. But Wood, he's got a challenge from Edward Miller. Miller is getting drafting help from his friend Darren Gale. And it looks like Edward Miller will move into second place, and Darren Gale will take third. As Kurt Mason's pulled out to a lead. Miller's trying to get the draft on. Miller is Kurt Mason's teammate. And interestingly enough, the free 4-sport trucks, of course, are Kurt Mason, Edward Miller, and championship contender Henry Nova, who is a bit ways down the order still. He's in 22nd. But man, Skylar Johnson, what a disaster for... She's running at 41st right now, and she's about to go a lap down herself. Looks like Kurt Mason's going to lead this lap, but we're going to see a battle between the teammates here. Miller, oh crap! That was almost a wreck. Miller and Gale got together, and I saw Miller go up the track, and that was a close one, I'd say. Miller is in the lead now, though, but not before Henry Sanford dives down and heads for the pit lane. Looks like we're gonna have green flag pit stops here as Mason's hit the wall. Connor Smith's going underneath them. Oh, here's a good look at Johnson's truck. Oh, the yellow's out. Oh, that's awful timing. What's happened? Oh, Mason Wood came in the pit lane at that time. Citadino, though. However, Citadino made a good move in staying out. Because now I believe Wood's a lap down. Doesn't say so, but he might. Caution's out. Not really sure for what. I'm gonna go and try and find it, and then we'll see what happened. I don't really know about this. Very minor incident. Championship contender Duncan hits the wall. Sanford slides up. Sanford somehow manages to slide up into him and spin herself out. Something that nobody's done all week. Something that nobody's done all night. So, very minor incident. Gonna bring out the caution though, and this could affect the race majorly. We'll have to see. Let's get back to the green. We're going back to green on lap number 27 of 56. Nobody's out of the race as a result of that incident. However, the two Turner trucks, Kyle Sinoski and Ian Dutta, are now a lap down, along with Saya Sumi, who is now 2 laps down. After pit stops, Henry Sanford will lead the field. Second is Emilio. Oh no, here we go. Here's your leader, Edward Miller. Edward Miller is the leader. Second is Emilio Navarre. Third is Connor Smith. Fourth is Darren Gale. Fifth is Daniel Day. Sixth is John Cedino. Seventh, Kurt Mason. Eighth, Jeffrey Finguy. Ninth, Pichu London. And 10th is Ozzie Bowe. 11th is Noah Hart. 12th is Caden Klein. 13th, Zachary Robinson. 14th, William Duncan. 15th, Henry Nova. 16th, Seth Cole. 17th, Luke Walker. 18th, Makoto Iguchi. 19th, Sam Young. And then Sean Angel rounds out the top 20. Several cars on a tail end of the lead lap here. And among them is championship contender Mason Wood. He made the mistake of coming down pit road. And the other one, Curtis Rundas, he had an awful pit stop, and he's now 30th, only ahead among the cars completely on the lead lap, not even on the tail end. And he's the second to last car in this line, only ahead of Skylar Johnson. As the green's back out, Sanford is up there as well. Well, but here's a look at your at the lead battle. Miller leads right now. Oh, Sumi. Wow. Sumi is really holding people up, including a championship contender, John Cedino. He could really he really can't use that. And it looks like Navarre's taking the lead. He's going to try and catch up to some of these drivers and put them a lap down. However, a certain driver is praying for a caution, that being Mason Wood, so that he can get back on the tail end of the lead of the main line. Get back on the lead lap. He's racing hard, goes past Dutta. He's leading this lead line here. But judging by the way these drivers are racing here in the back, I wouldn't really think a caution would come out. However, look at this. Henry Nova's moved his way towards the front. He's in 12th now. Henry Nova's really moved up in the championship battle. Oh, Cedino, look out! Oh, that could have been a wreck. Good thing it wasn't. Meanwhile, Navarre is in the lead. He's starting to put drivers a lap down, and oh, Mason Wood's going to be one of them. Oh, Wood hits the wall, and that's just going to solidify it. I see Edward Miller trying to get past some of the lap cars back there. Connor Smith is in second. Haven't really seen too much of him since he stepped into that truck. Not exactly a lot going on right now as Navarre leads. Both his teammates are a lap down. As you can see. But Mason Wood's championship hopes are really not looking good. And Duncan's been getting held up by Skylar Johnson. And suddenly his championship hopes aren't looking so healthy either. And Rundas, he's way back here as well. Where are the other championship contenders? There's Cedino, he's in 14th. He's still doing pretty well. Henry Nova's now up to 11th. And, looking up here, I'm not really sure where some of the others are. I probably just don't remember some of them. Well, I don't know, but Navarre. What I do know is that Navarre is still breaking away. He's put almost all these drivers one lap down, all except for Henry Sanford. But Connor Smith is chasing him down. It looks like Kyle Sinoski is choosing to help his teammate out instead of make a move on him. Unless he's biding his time. It looks like he is. But he looks like he was biding his time. Here he comes. He's trying to get his lap back here before a caution comes out. If a caution comes out. Oh, Cianino is really dropping. Cianino having some problems with that truck, it looks like. Not quite as strong as he was at the start of the race. He's now down to 19th. As the fastest truck on the racetrack is Edward Miller, who just moved into second place. It would be quite something if Miller won this race. Because as I said, I feel like Edward Miller is the kind of driver I really think that Edward Miller is going to try to fill the void left by Stephen Calvin. However, Saya Sumi's coming up. What are you gonna do? Who's she going to hold up? Looks like she's gonna hold up Connor Smith as Miller takes the lead. And now she holds up both lines. This is gonna help Miller break away. Skylar Johnson's up there as well, however. As Dylan Young now goes out there to the front. Here's a look at her new second place truck. That's Daniel Day. Daniel Day's been very fast here tonight. And some of the other lead lap trucks are starting to push their way forward. Cianino still losing ground, now down to 20th. That truck, something's not right with that truck. He is really struggling. Cianino really just can't find much speed in that truck. Meanwhile, let's check back at the front. Miller's gotten held up by Johnson. However, Dylan Young is kind of working as a barricade between Miller and Daniel Day. And he's being a pretty good one. He is really blocking that 68 truck. Wait, but now Dylan Young's gone underneath the 98. Oh, wait, no, he's coming down pit road. And so does Miller. Is that going to be a mistake? Well, we're going to see. I'm going to put the camera on the front stretch here, because this is where all the trouble happens. Looking good right now. This could decide the race. Daniel Day comes down. I think every time we come down, we're going to stop and put the camera on the front stretch here, because this is where this is the trouble spot right here off of 4. Looking pretty clean though. Sam Young's now taking the lead. And he's getting held up by Asumi, who is now out of fuel. Or maybe it's a mechanical failure. Really could be anything if that one. I really could expect anything. Any kind of problem mechanical-wise with that truck. After all, it did flip earlier. Oh, not a good pit stop for Finn guy. Or Rundas. At least that's how it looks like. Here's a look at Sam Young. He's ranked as the leader. We're going to see. Although I think I'd much rather put the cameras on Daniel Day because I'm expecting he's probably going to take the lead. Oh no. Silver Fox and Sanford are both going to go right past him. Here's Day. Where's Sam Young? There's Ian Dutta. Lap 46 on the board. Daniel Day is leading. That looks like Sam Young is nowhere to be found on the leaderboard. He is ranked in 19th. Is he still there? Yeah, I mean 13th. He's in 13th. Here's a championship contender in Henry Nova. He's still doing well in 12th. Well, no, he's losing to 11th, actually. Any others? Oh, wow. Cidanino had an awful pit stop, and his good points day is suddenly gone as he's in 36th. However, he's not doing as badly as Kyle Johnson. He's still gaining a few points, and that's important. Well, it's best to gain a few points on the championship leader. I guess it's good if you gain a few points if you can't gain a lot. Curtis Rundas has gained a few more positions. He's in 27th. But a race that started out as a good day for championship contenders suddenly turned sour for the most of them. Uh-oh. Johnson! Oh, Johnson! Johnson! Johnson took out Edward Miller! Oh, well, Miller saved it, but Johnson got into Miller, and that car is hurting now. We got less than 10 to go now, but Johnson, what were you thinking? Henry Nova is really is the only championship contender who's having a good run. He's in the top 10. William Duncan's doing the second most well. He's been pretty quiet all day. He's running in 19th. And then basically everyone else has started well, but is now struggling here in the late stages. Miller is out of it for the win, though. That truck is suffering from damage. Oh, Robinson, he's having problems. He's lost an engine. That's a tough break for him. He was running in 5th place. That may spread apart the field, however. Here we go. This is at the front. With 6 laps to go, Daniel Day leads over Connor Smith. It's going to come down to these two drivers. Wait, no, the caution's out. And it looks like it was Johnson. Johnson's got herself into more problems. And drivers are definitely not happy with her. But Daniel Day, he's going to lead us to the caution. I don't know if we're going to get back to green. Well, let's take a look at what happened. Here's a look at what happened. Johnson hits the wall. And then Navarrete forces it free wide. He's going to get into Johnson. They're going to go into the wall and spin out. That's a tough break for Navarrete. He was doing well, but... Oh, look at that. The front end just exploded on Hayden Klein's truck. And then there's actually going to be a wreck further up here with Richard Johnson and Tyler Faber, I believe. And Johnson, are you kidding me? Scarlett Johnson, well, driver Richard Johnson, many drivers are not going to be happy if Skylar Johnson, because it seems like she is in a fit of rage, ran straight in the back of Tyler Faber, who in turn had nowhere to go but into Richard Johnson. Heavy damage on Faber's truck. Johnson's not quite as bad, but Skylar Johnson is out of the race, and thank God for that. She's finally out after what was a complete mess of a race, and she made an idiot of herself right there. Well, let's get back to live. We've got ourselves a one-lap dash here. Jarvis Outers is all at last instant are Hayden Klein, Tyler Faber, Zachary Robinson, and Skylar Johnson. Here's a running order. Daniel Day is in first. Connor Smith is in second. Luke Walker is third. Fourth is Kurt Mason. Fifth is Seth Cole. Sixth is Leah Walker. Seventh is Edward Miller. Eighth is Henry Nova. Miller will probably help his teammate, I'd expect. Ninth is Chris Darlington, Seth Cole's teammate. Great comeback for him after spinning out at the start of the race. And then 10th is Makoto Iguchi. And as you look through, here is the rest of the running order, shown through the leaderboard. But can Daniel Day hold on and take the win? I think so. Because Connor Smith, because he has 2 lap cars in between him and Connor Smith. We may be seeing another young rookie take his first career win here today. Pace car is in. 1 lap to go. And here we go. The green and the white are going to wave at the same time. Can Daniel Day hold off Connor Smith? He's got 2 lap cars in between him and the 23. It's looking pretty good, I'd say. Here we go. Off of 2 and down the backstretch for the final time. And look at that. Sanford's making a move on the 68. Oh, this could be big. Here comes Smith. He's trying to make a move. Here out the final corner. He's not going to have enough time. Day throws a block on a 23, and Daniel Day will win here at Darlington. Nice job for night. Congratulations to Daniel Day. Second is Connor Smith. Third is Luke Walker. Fourth is Kurt Mason. Fifth is Seth Cole. Sixth, Leah Walker. Seventh, Edward Miller. 8th is Henry Nova. 9th, Chris Darlington. And Makoto Iguchi rounds out the top 10. Solid race here tonight at Darlington. Congratulations on Daniel Day for his first career victory. And a very interesting finish, I'd say. But we've still got the Retro Series at the infamous Grand Detour of Southern Illinois coming up. We're going to be seeing some pure madness before everything's all over for this race week. Here comes the result and standings. You've been watching a production of the INORL, Racing Uncontained. See you next time.